Hello, everybody. Welcome to the review roundup. Yeah. Some recent Japanese music releases.
Yeah.
To talk about here. As usual, there's the review Twitter in the description below for stuff we didn't get to.
Yeah. We don't talk about all of them.
Yeah.
So check out the Twitter, follow us.
There's a new vocalist in town, man. She's called Beverly.
She pronounces it Beaverly.
Beaverly?
I saw her live.
Oh, did you really?
She was at the festival thing. I saw Lady
shit.
Baby. And she's the one I told you that was like, yo, she's a good singer, but she knows it.
Yeah, that's like her whole thing.
Yeah.
I don't even think she's not Japanese. She's like Filipino or something.
Yeah.
But yeah,
She speaks like perfect English.
She released her first album, and it's called Awesome. It's pretty, standard contemporary pop R&B music.
Yeah.
Nothing overly new that you haven't heard before, but like her voice is freaking crazy. Like,
It's a really good voice.
Like her register is really high, so
Her range is sick.
yeah, she gets like super high with the vocals, and it's like, whoa.
But I haven't listened to the album. But just
Okay.
judging from the 2 songs I heard her perform, she's pretty aware of her skills.
Yeah, and
Spends most of the song doing them Christina Aguilera runs.
the music's like not bad, but it's not like incredible either. Everything's just there to kind of showcase her vocal talent.
Yeah.
She did, like, one of her singles was featured in a drama called Crisis, which stars Oguri Shun, and he like took a liking to her, and he's like, oh man, this girl's voice is crazy. And so like he's kind of
Pushing her.
part of the reason why she's getting a lot of attention lately, because he's a big name and
Yeah.
stuff like that. But yeah, give the album a listen. If anything, for like
Just to hear the vocal.
her vocals.
Kashiwa Daisuke, the composer, musical artist. Yeah, he's got a new album out. It's called Re-Read. It's freaking good, man. So if you don't know Kashiwa Daisuke already, he's a glitch artist. He does a lot of glitch IDM stuff. The new album is pretty much that. It's the epic glitch soundscapes. A lot of influence and like you hear a lot of influence from different genres on this album. A lot of rock, classicals, kind of always goes hand in hand with glitch. That's kind of usually what they do.
Yeah.
But a lot of pop stuff on there too, some jazz, some R&B. There's a lot of different influences on this album. He's got quite a few tracks on there too that feature some vocals, which isn't normally his style.
Yeah.
Shows a lot of growth as a musician. I feel like he's not afraid to step out of his comfort zone to almost in order to stay in his he's willing to venture out and check out these other genres of music in order to incorporate it into what he does and what he feels comfortable with, and it makes for like a really cool blend of sounds and really cool music. I would describe it, like the album as a whole, to me it just feels like a soundtrack or a score to like some sweeping adventurous sci-fi epic.
Are the tracks still extremely long?
Yeah, most of the tracks are over 5 minutes
but
and stuff, and they kind of, some of them kind of wander, some of them kind of like build up into like these really heavy crashing crescendos of sound, and it just becomes like this really crazy wall of production. And then some of the songs, like some of the ones with the vocals, are more typical of a just kind of a standard pop song or something. It's really good. I urge you to check it out. One, if you're a fan. Two, if you just want to check out something new and something interesting. It's a really good peek at who he is and stuff.
Solo idol Kikawa Yu released a new single called Sayonara Standard.
Yeah.
Once again, she's working with singer-songwriter extraordinaire Omori Seiko. She wrote the music, but the arrangement this time done by Sakurai Kenta, who, if you are a fan of Maison Book Girl, he's the one who produces their sound and gives them that signature kind of like
math pop sound.
yeah, it's very airy and like a lot of acoustic instrumentation. So it's basically that, but Kikawa Yu singing.
Yeah, when we checked it out originally, we were pretty much like, it's somebody's on Book Girl song.
But
sung
like, you
by
know,
Kikawa Yu.
if you're familiar with Maison Book Girl, then this won't be really anything new. It's just kind of a different vocalist.
Yeah.
But if you don't listen to them at all,
Yeah.
this is pretty fresh, I think.
Yeah, it would probably be kind of a shock.
The instrumentation is nice. It's like airy and playful. It's like light. Not a lot of bass really in the instrumentation to like ground it down. So it's very whimsical sounding. You know, there's a lot of interesting rhythms, of course, because of that math style that Sakurai Kenta is known for. But it's coupled with a pretty jaunty like pop rock number, which is not too bad either. But yeah, definitely Sayonara Standard is the track to check out here.
Shiritsu Ebisu Chugaku. They got a new album out. It's called Ebicracy. Ebicracy.
It's a new form of
It's a
government.
new form of government where you're ruled by shrimp. They got a new album out. It's very good. I like it a lot. Very interesting production just across the whole album. They take a lot of different elements. Pretty much stay in that pop rock vein, but a lot of different sounds or a lot of different kind of, even within that, there were differences. Like some songs that are very like indie pop, like almost like Advantage Lucy style, or like these indie pop bands. You got stuff that's kind of jazzy, stuff that's kind of open and airy. You have like your nice mid-tempo pop ballads and stuff. It's just very good all the way around. I feel like sometimes it doesn't even sound like an idol group anymore. They almost take on this persona of like a pop band, which they've kind of experimented with here and there.
With Go Nanini Sani, right?
Yeah.
The indie
Although
rock
that's
style, right?
kind of more of an indie rock style, but this stays pretty pop to its core, and it's just very fun and open and cool. I liked it a lot. We're not super into Ebichu, so I can't even really compare this to too many past releases. Going more than like a year or so.
It just feels like more recently they've been
Experimenting more.
well, especially with this album. They work with a lot of different songwriters and producers.
Yeah, exactly.
So almost every track is written by someone different,
Yeah.
which gives it that like eclectic
Yeah.
feel of the album.
But really check it out. I hope fans are like welcoming the sound, because I think it's a really cool step forward.
Yeah.
Especially not just for Ebichu, but for idol groups in general. I always like to see them work with, not to say that, writers and arrangers and stuff aren't musicians, but like these people that actually like have their own bands or like write their own music for their own bands
There's that
and stuff.
style to that,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, that I feel that people who are just strictly producers don't really have. You know what I mean? So I always like to see that. So Ebicracy by Shiritsu Ebisu Chugaku. Check it out. It's a lot of fun.
Quick one right here from Data Ray. So as you know, they released a mini album called Dadaism.
Yeah.
Early April. They did a quick follow-up called Dada Man
Yeah.
recently, and it's pretty much the same stuff. When we talked about Dadaism, we said that it was way too short. There wasn't much to like get an impression of their sound and how they're gonna like do a full album.
Yeah.
So this is pretty much like, think of it as a second half.
Not sure why they didn't just put out a full album.
Yeah. These two
They
mini
could have
albums
just put this together
could've
and
just
made
been like
a
full
pretty
album.
solid mini album, or pretty solid album.
Yeah. But it's still the same, loungy, like has that mature vibe of like indie pop rock with like a jazzy tinge to it.
Yeah, I get the image to me is like the dimly lit smoke filled room.
Yeah, they're just chilling,
They're just chilling and
playing music.
Although that's from the first album, but that just that sound that permeates the room as you're sitting around smoking opium.
That's exactly the vision right there. But that's the quick follow up right there. It's called Dada Man. All right, that's it for the week. That is it for the review round. That's the review roundup. Some recent J-pop releases worth checking out. If you've listened to any of these releases, please let us know what you thought of them in the comments below. If you hear the dog barking, don't mind. It's been on for a
We
while.
just talked over it.
Let us know what you think. If there are any releases that you want us to check out,
Yeah, please let us know.
that too. So yeah, thanks for watching. Is that it? We'll see you next time. Bye.